if your brows are really thick, you don't need to fill in that much. Like I barely go in at the top because they'll look really thick, but they'll look better. You gotta trust the process. But yeah, when you're going over the top, you should brush it back down so that there's no hair getting in the way. It's all going one direction. Even though it looks kind of crazy now, but yeah, I just want to make sure you guys can see. So yeah. Okay, just follow it here. Just follow it. Follow your, and don't follow my brow shape. It's not really how everyone's brows. It's unique to you, so whatever you see. I didn't really give the characters any unique brow shapes just because like I feel like that's kind of extra. But yeah, not extra, but like they don't really need it. It's for only like at least you guys. Okay, so then you're gonna get concealer, and the concealer you use, it could be anything. And you're going to get a brush that looks like this. It can be like a straight edge. I don't really have one, but like there's some brushes that are like squarish. You can use those too. Just anything so that you can take the concealer and kind of like carve out your brows so that they look more defined. So here, you just draw. See, okay, you just draw a line under what you just did with the concealer so that it cuts it makes everything you just did more defined, if that makes sense. Just want you guys to be able to see, but so I can also see too, so make sure I'm not messing up. Really hope I can edit these videos, but yeah. And your brows won't ever like look the same or even, but yeah, that's how I do it. And then what I do is with this same brush, I blend it down so that because usually I also use a beauty blender to also soak up some of the product, because you see there's like a lot here, but I also this concealer is a little light for me, I know, but it works better. For me, it works better light because every concealer that I have, it matches my shade too well. I need something a little brighter, but yeah. I just bring it down because you're going to use some of this concealer on your eyelids so that when you do those eyeshadow looks, the concealer will allow the look to pop, since there's already like a foundation on it, because it's really hard to blend things into the skin, but if there's some concealer there already, it'll blend much better. But yeah, just mess with it. You don't want too many, like, you want to make sure like the line is blended too. But you see how this brow is different from this brow? It's really, I don't know. It can be frustrating, but that's how everything is. Our faces aren't symmetrical. Your ears are always gonna look a little different. Your eyebrows are gonna look a little different. Your mouth sometimes. Your feet aren't the same. Yeah. So I just take some of the concealer I've left and I just go over my eyelids because I know that it didn't all drag down. So yeah, you don't need that much. My lids are just darker, but yeah, you don't need that much. Okay. Yeah, so right now it's a little, if you have the same problem as me where you have like a lot, like it looks pretty blended now, but if you have that problem with me where your concealer is too light, sometimes I take some like, sometimes I take like a little bit of eyeshadow that's like my complexion, like this, and then I just like try and like blend it over if it looks too bright, you see, so that way it kind of gives it some color. Just blend on your fingers. Your fingers really are your best friends doing makeup, because a lot of the brushes are just, and it's like a sponge kind of, and the other brushes are the sponges, the beauty blenders, sponges. The beauty blenders are too big to just, you know. So yeah, and that gives it a little bit more color, so you're not like, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be doing Antigone. So this is your look. So yeah, so what you're gonna need is, you're gonna need like red eyeshadow. So there's some red eyeshadow here, like some shades of red. And then you're also gonna need Like, there's some gold in here too. Like, if you have any gold palette, like a palette with something gold in it. But like, if you also have like palettes that are like shimmer golds. Ooh. Okay, yeah, so if you have something like a shimmer gold, like, ow, huh. If you have like a shimmer gold, that would help. I think this lighting is actually better. Okay. If you have like a shimmer gold, that might actually help. I don't know if that's better or worse. I'm just gonna, I think that's actually better. Okay, so yeah, so the first thing we're gonna start with, I think we should start with eyeliner because we're gonna be tracing the look. And I think it's best if we start with eyeliner so that we're not just putting eyeshadow trace over it. Like, we already have like an outline that we can do. So if you use liquid eyeliner or anything, I feel like I've seen you with eyeliner, so I feel like I know you can just, okay. I think I'm gonna just make it brighter because kind of, yeah. Okay, so I think with this eyeliner, it's gonna have to go a little bit like longer. I don't know how you do your eyeliner, but I don't do my eyeliner that yeah, okay. So let me do this. So yeah, you're just gonna pull it out. Like, you're just gonna follow your bottom lid like this and pull it out. So follow my bottom lid. You need to remember to make sure it's wet, because if it's not wet enough, when you drag it, it can like go and then it can dry up and then go and it can just look choppy, and you just want it to be one even line. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, trust the process. So if you've done eyeliner before, then you know you're going to start from like the middle, I would say, and then kind of just like pull through it like that. Yeah. So you're gonna start from the middle. I think I'm gonna just do it on this side and then explain it on this side. Or explain it and then do it, okay, whatever. So you're just gonna pull it. Hope you can see. I'm gonna try to do this again, but okay, so you're gonna pull it. Oh, this is not wet enough. Fuck. Yeah, this is like dollar store eyeliner. You like to tell me anything about eyeliner. I swear I've seen you with eyeliner before, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, and then you're just gonna fill it in as evenly as possible. Ugh. This is so bad. I'm gonna see if I have some more after this, but here. Okay. So just keep filling it in. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. I probably shouldn't have restarted it, but whatever. So, okay. Okay. Figured it out. Yes. Okay. So it's a different kind of eyeliner, but yeah. So, this is a little bit thicker, but it should work. Okay. So you're just gonna keep filling it in. You're doing before, fill it in. Fill it in, and then we brought it from the middle. So with her type of look, I was going for like, not Egyptian, but like I want to bring this, like usually you would just start here. And yeah, the more you go to your, the closer you get to your inner corner, the smaller it gets. So it's like that small to big, you know. So yeah, I kind of wanted her look. I think I'm gonna just do that after the red's on. But yeah, sometimes you have to like clean it up because the other eyeliner I was using, it was a little bit chunky, so didn't go evenly. Okay, yeah. Also, if you mess up, I would suggest get a brush, the smallest brush you have, and then get like a makeup wipe, or I use big wipes, so get like a makeup wipe and like put it on there, and that way when you clean it up, it's there you go. It's like a stick. It cleans right up. Okay, so for this look, it goes out like that, and then it kind of like pinches in. Yeah. So, and I think it stops like right here. So right when the eye, like how this goes like a gradient, when this starts getting bigger, it stops. Or we do that. But yeah, here. 32 minutes down. Okay. Okay, yeah, so pull it out. So this should also be a gradient too, but not a super big gradient, if that makes sense. Like, in the picture, I don't know if I should put the picture next to it, but whatever. Like, it should come out to like its own separate like little thing. But yeah, you should. So there. And then I think we can pull this out a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, and try to make this right here as sharp as possible. While also making. Okay. I think I need to. I don't know, it just, for the top, I feel like it should follow your eye shape. Like my crease hasn't really started yet. I feel like it should just follow where your crease is. So I should maybe do a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like that looks better. Okay, so then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So I'm gonna do that off camera. So then once you have it like this, that's how it should look. Okay, so for Antigone. So now that you've done the eyeliner, then this, I think it's actually a good idea that we decided to go in with, we did the outline first because now it's gonna be easy for us, hopefully. And that's why you really need to make sure you have concealer on there, because if not, it will not be as bright. But yeah, so you're gonna want to go in with like a lighter shade of red. If you don't have a lighter shade of red, then just go like light with it, I guess. I mean, it's not that light, but and then you're going to tap off the excess, and then you're kind of just going to like fill it in. Now this is a little bit like orange like, but you're just gonna fill it in. But I just wanna like establish a base that's kind of red if you have it, so that when you go in with like a darker red, which I'm going in right now, it will have contrast. And I would just put it in, since we can't really blend like that, and bring it over. Bring it over. And you want to keep it all within your crease. That's what I'm saying, like follow your crease. Make sure you're following your crease. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep filling in. I think one red would just be fine, honestly, since the eyeliner is really bold. I think one red is fine. So you're just going to bring it down to your eye. Okay. Like that. Like that. Okay. And I mean, you can make it, you can put your own twist on it. You know, you can make it as dark as you want, as light as you want, but I definitely want there to be like a pop. But as you see, as we were filling in our eyeliner, kind of like cracked. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but if it does, then you just can go right over top of it again and just kind of refill those points that cracked a little bit under pressure. Okay, and you're also gonna try and get some gold, like I said earlier, and just like but just like tap it in there. What do you think? I don't know. I think that might be a little bit. I feel like this will be good because on the zoom it probably will barely show up, so if there's a lot then it'll look like there is something, but yeah, so just have it coming like. Okay, and you're also going to try and get some gold, like I said earlier, and just like but just like tap it in there. What do you think? I don't know. I think that might be a little bit. I feel like this will be good because on the zoom it probably will barely show up, so if there's a lot then it'll look like there is something, but yeah, so just have it coming like that.